And that last day, we packed our bags and we put them in the car. We were leaving our Airbnb, and it was morning, and I had to go to school, and I was looking for the shortest route. And she turned to me and said, "Today, can we take the long route to school?" And then she said that she would play her music. There was a song called, You're the First Man. There was a song called Homecoming. And these songs kept playing one after the other. The first song played, it was 30 minutes to Hurtwood. Next one, it was 20, 15, 10, 5. And by now I had given into her playlist because I said this is the last morning I'm going to spend with her before a long time. And suddenly the last song played. My daughter and I share a Spotify account. Those days that one by one offer was going on. And like a practical purush, जो पैसे के बारे में concerned होता है, I realized that I was getting 2 for the price of 1. What can be better? The other thing was I realized I'm getting an insight into my daughter's brain, which any concerned parent wants. If you really want to understand people around you, just see what they call their playlists. Correct? My daughter has the craziest ones. Burn, baby, burn. Brat. My BFF is delusional. Oh God, my parents. There's even a playlist is called Emo, Emo, Emo. So I understand what she's going through. She's just about 16. We also share a lot of other things. We share a love for theatre, a love for musicals, a love for Broadway, a love for singing, a love for reading scripts. And that's why when at 16, she came and told me that she wants to look at a career in musical theatre. I told her best of luck. Because there's a famous quote which I've heard which says that on Broadway, either you make a killing and everyone else doesn't even make a living. So one person makes a killing and everyone else is trying to make a living. But when I told her that, at 16, brimming with confidence, she didn't care. She went to the UK. And when she was there, initially it was so much excitement. There was so much excitement about a new school. It looks like a castle. I think I'm in the middle of Harry Potter. Life is going wonderfully. I'm enjoying this company. My roommate is a Kenyan. The other one is from Amsterdam. They're all so international. But slowly, over the months, I realized that in small signals, she was missing home. And when you miss home, right, you will turn and say, "Yaar, Marks and Spencer mein to milta hai na samosa." Chicken tikka, masala, national dish of the UK. But you forget that that chicken tikka masala looks English, behaves English. It really does. It's sweet. It fits in. All the pieces are the same size. And they get onto a shelf of other white-looking things. There's no kick. There's no spice. There is no unevenness. There is no burnt edges. So my daughter from here, perhaps I think, was genuinely missing home. And understanding that, on the 7th of April, I took a flight. I cleared up my schedule, and I'm on one side there is this practical paise ke bare mein concerned purush, and that looked at my schedule, and I looked and I said, okay, this one I can cancel, this thing I can cancel. On the 17th, there's an online event, theek hai, wo to online hone wala hai, ye hai, vagera, vagera. And I got onto flight, and when I got onto flight, I was so excited I'm going to go and see her. And I opened the music, and I saw her playlist first, and I said, oh God, not this. And I went to my comfort zone, which is Pink Floyd, Dire Straits, Doors. I went to sleep, but when I woke up, music was still playing. And the music that was playing, there's this first song in Pink Floyd's Wall, which is, if you should go skating on the thin ice of my life. That's how it begins. And little did I know that I would be doing exactly that in 3 days. I met my daughter. We booked an Airbnb. She'd invited her friends. In fact, she made me spend extra so she could have 2 extra bedrooms, so it felt like home. Because hostel, they stay 3 people to a room. And suddenly she would call 2 of her friends, her roommates, said, you can all have a room. But I saw the joy and the pride with which she said it. I also looked at my wallet with a little bit of pain. But I said, theek hai yaar. Ek taraf practical, paise, problem-solving purush. Dusri taraf pyar bhare dil wala papa. To barabar ho jata hai. So I said, let it go. But 3 days later, suddenly I got a message on my WhatsApp, which was from a client, and the client said, hey, looking forward to seeing you. I said, yeah, let's do a call when I'm back on the 21st. And then, that one thing that happens on WhatsApp, which I hate, type message, untype message, type message, untype message, type message. I'm like, ye kya ho raha hai yaar? Have I done something wrong? And the person sent the message saying, "You're joking." And I said, "No, I'm not. I'm in London. I'm going to be here till the 21st. She said, "Roshan, I hope you're joking. Our event is on the 17th. I said, "But it's online." She said, "No, it's in Bombay." I called my manager. ऐसे टाइम में ना गुस्सा निकालने के लिए चाहिए होता है. "What did you do?" He said, "Sir, वो गलती से ना वो attach हो जाता है Zoom link उस पे." So it actually just said the event, and because I saw this Google or Zoom link attached, I thought it's online. But now, practical, पैसे के concern, problem solving man, Purush. I walk up to my daughter and I tell her, I say, "Listen, I've already spent 6 days with you. एक हफ्ता हो जाएगा. Yeah, I know I had come for almost 10 days or whatever. So what's 3 days? I'll miss out 3 days. It's all right. It'll be okay. Things are okay." And I was giving her all these explanations and whatever, and all she did is her eyes were just like pools of protest. And she just put her head in the pillow and didn't say anything. And a friend said, "हम समझा देंगे." You know how much I felt like Babuji from DDLJ. I said, "मैं तो जा सिमरन जा कर चुका हूं. ये क्या है? What am I supposed to do now?" I know, and then I'm telling you, I even asked ChatGPT. Therapist था नहीं. दोस्तों से 2 बात कर ली थी. I said, "यार, it's a show, it's a paid show. I'm going to get this, I'm going to get that. There's so much that's going to happen. She will understand. It's so simple." So I did the most practical thing in the world. 17th was the event. 16th, I said bye to my daughter at Hurtwood House, her school. And I came back to India for my shortest trip ever. 36 hours. I landed in Bombay, I did the event, I went back to the airport, I got onto the next flight and I went back so that I could spend that time with her. पर बेटियां बेटियां होती हैं. बेटियां बेटियां होती हैं, सूद समेत वसूलती हैं. She turned to me and said, "You have to extend your stay by 1 more week." And by now, वो practical problem solving पैसे के बारे में concerned पुरुष पीछे जा चुका था. प्यार भरे पापा वहीं रह गए थे. So I said, "It's absolutely fine." We changed our Airbnb. We found this beautiful place. It was closer to her school. I hate driving. That's the one thing I really hate driving because I've lived in Bombay for 20 years. Where being on the roads is like being in a game show called Survivor. Right? That was my life. I have never driven in Bombay. I always sit in the back seat and I read or I write or I get onto calls because I like to use my time. Either wale, practical. So that's okay and whatever. But here I had to drive. I had hired a car. So I was looking for an Airbnb that was close to her school. I went. Now started one new issue. See, when you share a car with your daughter in the morning, the biggest decision is what's going to play? What music? And you see, Aital is not a morning person. Actually, in the morning, she's not a person. She used to be dragged out of bed. There are only grunts and moans. Everything. And she sits in the vehicle and I turned and said, "Listen, on day 1, I'm making a deal with you. If I am going to be the chauffeur, music meri bachegi." I said, "As it is, you're like a dead body next to me. So I should be able to choose my funeral dirge." Right? So I picked up whatever, and my music is good old Purane Hindi gaane, A.R. Rahman, Mani Ratnam, Imtiaz Ali, ये सब चल रहा होता है लाइन से. And in between, she would occasionally wake up. I would try to find the shortest route to school. I'd get to school, come back, then do whatever I had to in the afternoon. Again, I had to be chauffeur. I'd go, I'd pick her up. But this time the deal was because she was awake and alive, it was going to be her music. मैंने ऐसे ऐसे गाने सुने. I've heard words that I still don't know the meaning of. I've heard grunts and growls that are meant to be music. But it's okay, because when I'm coming back, she is talking to me and telling me about what happened in school and our best friend and this one, and I fought with this one and that teacher. Oh my God, they're so dramatic, all this happened, whatever. This kept happening each day. Morning, my playlist, evening, her playlist. We would keep doing this. And now the countdown had begun. Because I knew that I had to come back on a particular day because I had lots of other things to do. And each day that drive, it was like a musical confession box where through the music we were connecting. There would be a song that she would suddenly hold my hand on in the morning. Nothing else would be said. When we'd be coming back, I would hear one of those songs and I'd say, "Is this about that boy?" And she would tell me, yeah, you know, like this happens, whatever. So it was really, the car was this musical confession box. It used to rain occasionally. She used to bring the window down, and there would be a little bit of rain, and I would remember the drives we would do from our house here to her school here. And it was all so, so beautiful. But the countdown had begun. It was 6 days, 5 days, 4 days, 3 days, 2, 1. And that last day, we packed our bags and we put them in the car. We were leaving our Airbnb, and it was morning. And I had to go to school. And I was looking for the shortest route. And she turned to me and said, "Today, can we take the long route to school?" And then she said that she would play her music. And the songs she played, one after the other, whether it was Camila Cabello, if I'm getting the name right. There was a song called, You're the First Man. There was a song called Homecoming. There was a song called Motion Sickness, which actually talks about emotionally sick. And these songs kept playing one after the other. The first song played, it was 30 Minutes to Hurtwood. Next one, it was 20, 15, 10, 5. And by now I had given into her playlist because I said, this is the last morning I'm going to spend with her before a long time. And suddenly the last song played. And that last song was from my playlist. It was a song from the movie Chamkila called Vida Karo. It was this. There was a silent bond between us. She held my hand, I held hers. We reached school, we got off. I tried to capture her scent. I tried to really picture and keep a memory of her with me because अब तो सिर्फ ये प्यार वाले पापा थे, यहाँ वाला प्रैक्टिकल प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग पैसे के बारे में सोचने वाला पुरुष कहीं दूर चला गया था. मुझे ये समझ में आ गया था कि अब्बास के अंदर ना अगर स हटा दो तो अब्बा रहता है. And I genuinely want to tell you that that moment is something that I will remember for a lifetime. When I took the route back home, it wasn't raining, but my vision was blurred because it was raining somewhere else. And men normally don't cry. I know that we are told, we are brought up with this thing of don't cry. But that was a different morning. And when I came back and I took the flight back home, that playlist stayed with me. And even today, on some of my difficult days, I put on that playlist because you realize that sometimes in life, you do not need to take the shortest route, but it is the longest route that makes all the difference. Thank you.